And I'll just read. All right, so our objective is to prevent
Ooh.
the world go oh is to prevent the outbreak of World War One. Historian Arluius, their objective is to prevent the outbreak of World War One. The year is 1888. The Germany's new liberal-minded Emperor Frederick III is dying from throat cancer. As his trusted physician, the future of the German Empire and the peace of Europe rests in your hands. All right, so we have to prevent World War One.
Okay. I don't know my World War One history, so I think this is gonna be rough.
I know, I don't know like my history either. So, what are you thinking about? I know this is a crazy idea. We rip out his
Yeah.
throat.
Um.
You think that?
Uh. I don't think that's the best idea.
Why? Do you have a better idea? You just said you don't know the history of anything. Can we just rip out
Well,
his
like
throat?
he's liberal. That
Oh,
probably means he's like he's not Hitler yet.
well, I don't think
So
he's
like
going
this.
to be. Is he?
Well, like no. I think like he's a good guy. I think we want him to be alive. Because if he dies, then someone worse is gonna be an emperor and start World War I, maybe.
So we want to keep him alive?
I think so. We shouldn't just
Uh,
kill people randomly.
I know. Well, what do you think? Can we just like give him a foot massage?
I think we should do like chemotherapy on him.
Well, does chemo even exist yet?
No, but we can tell people to do it. Just like put
Okay,
some uranium around his throat.
put some uranium
Could like
around
try to
his throat.
try to do chemotherapy.
Yeah,
Yeah. Because they don't know about radiation yet. You can pass out off as like we're just doing some like ancient ritual our family passed on from generations, but it's actually chemotherapy.
okay. I'll tell it to do chemo. So, all right, we'll just do chemo. All right. It's informational purposes only. Consult a professional for medical advice or diagnosis. A bold and precise yet tragically flawed decision. Uranium salts are required, and under the guise of a revolutionary prowess, you apply the radiation material to the emperor's throat. The court physicians are gasped at your experimental methods, but the desperate emperor allows it. All right. So it goes every year. So now the year is 1889. The application of the raw uranium proves catastrophic, causing severe radiation burns and a swift, agonizing death for Emperor
Oh,
Frederick III, far quicker than the cancer would. A furious Caesar Wilhelm II ascends the throne, and you are immediately imprisoned. Your name forever linked to the uranium death that scandalized the nation. The new person uses the event to launch a massive propaganda campaign against modern science and foreign influence.
ooh,
Ooh, further
ooh,
cementing his
yeah.
absolute military authority. From your bleak prison cell, you learn that Wilhelm II has begun
Ooh,
an unprecedented expansion of his army, vowing to protect Germans from the descent. That word, ideas,
decay, decay,
killed his father.
decadent.
Decadent, yeah, decadent ideas.
Yeah,
That killed his father. He didn't kill his father.
yeah. So I think that was
Oh,
not the good meme because that guy seemed pretty cool, and this guy I'm not as big of a fan of him.
okay. We have a one secret. Okay. A sympathetic bar agrees to smuggle out a single short message for you.
So um, I think this is where we're supposed to stop the assassination.
Well, oh, isn't it Fernand?
Archduke Fernandez.
What if we kill him before? Like, we kill him right now. We hire somebody to kill him.
No, I think we need to save him. I think it
No,
was the fact that he was murdered
well, he was murdered
caused.
and, like, he gets murdered in, like, I don't know, 30 years from now. What if we do it quick, differently? Your
Wait.
last attempt
Oh
was
wait.
bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. Okay. So this is not a good situation because we're in the prison cell, right?
Yeah, but we have a message.
Hmm. I don't know enough about the situation to know what we should do.
You made it the mistake last time. I'm gonna make the mistake this time.
What if you don't have a wife?
We'll find that out. How do you assassinate? Oh my God. Assassinate. This is not my best word to spell.
Fascinating.
Yeah, I, we're gonna just use the word. Wait,
Assassinate.
I don't know. Right. What's his name? Archduke Fernando?
Arch, yeah, Archduke Fernandez or something.
Fernando. Gets killed in- Okay, so we definitely. Um, um, okay, wait, yeah, yeah. Is that good? I'm gonna tell my wife if she loves me that she's listening to us. How to ki-
This seems a bit
Figuring out how they plan to
manipulative.
kill. I know I want to do this in real life, but I want to prevent the war right now. Okay, I'm sending
I
it.
think I think
Oh,
it's going to make the war happen right now.
it's okay. Um, oh, it says the user's request. It's a bit unusual. It's okay. The sympathetic guard, taking a immense risk, smuggles out your letter. Your wife, a woman shattered by your imprisonment, and now beaten by your terrible command, re- receives the message. Her love, twisted by grief and desperation, flies, compels her to obey. Yes, thank you, wife. You are obeyed. My unusual request. All right, your wife's attempt is catastrophic failure. Her amateurish plot to study the Archduke's movements in Vienna is swiftly uncovered by the Austro-Hungarian secretive police. Your incriminating letter is found, creating a diplomatic storm that immediately shatters the alliance between Germany and Austria-Hungary. The world is stunned by what appears to be a German plot originating in the infamous uranium bomb to assassinate the Habsburg heir. The Austro-Hungarian Empire, seething with betrayal, formally demands that Germany hands you over for public trial and execution. The German Chancellor stands before your cell, informing that Cashier William II will not bow to Austria, but the crisis teeters on the edge of a knife. Ask your official statements in response to the Austrians' demand. What do you say? I feel like anything we do cannot, like, we have already messed up history. History is over as we know it.
Yeah, we kind of screwed this one
Uh,
up.
well, Susan did. What was she thinking? Her, what was it? Her amateurish, amateurish plot to study the Archduke. She tried.
Yeah, he did. He did try.
No, she.
Didn't go well.
I just like how in the beginning it was like she receives the message, twisted by grief and desperation, implies, compels her to obey. Yes, what a great command I gave her. Okay.
I think I think we need to. We have like a. I think our official response should be like, "Do it, pussy. No balls. You wouldn't hand me off."
This is my official response. Do it, pussy. No balls. Um, um, okay, this is crazy.
Do it, pussy. No balls. I killed your father.
Oh, I, your course replies replying to the German Chancellor, who in a moment of unprecedented political gambit leaks a sanitized but equal defi- definite version of your statement to the press. Our German resolve be will not be broken. The inflammatory message spreads like wildfire across. That's not what I said at all. I just said, do it, pussy. Not Yeah, we won't be broken. Your your message obliterates hope for peace. The Austro-Hungarian Empire, its honor publicly shredded, declares war on we didn't win on Germany in what becomes known as the War of the Brothers Betrayal. France, seizing the opportunity to reclaim this place, formed an unexpected alliance with Austria and opens a second front on the west. You're transformed by German propaganda into a national icon of defiance. The Iron
What?
Doctor, your image used on posters to recruit soldiers for brutal two-front war. From your cell, you hear patriotic songs with lyrics about your unbreakable will, even as casually lists from the lines grow horrifically long. A secret society of ultra-nationalists, junior officers, who idolize you as the soul of their cause, has managed to get a message to you. They offer to break you out of prison so you can lead a pure, patriotic government. What is your
Wait, why
what's
did we become fascist? What?
can we I like what we said last time. Can we do hell yeah, do it, pussies.
I think I think what we need to do is we need to take over the government and lead
So
it
we
in
need to
our
take this.
image.
So we
Like
need to
we need
take
to become
this.
yeah, like we need to become even more fascist. So I think we take this.
Alright, so please, please get me out of here. Please. Okay, let's see if that works. It's, I'm deeply immersed in Jesus. Desperate request. Okay, it's carefully considering every possible variable. Alright, your raw, desperate plea is seized upon by the fervent officers as the command they were waiting for. They were waiting for that because they see not fear, but a righteous urgency to save the fatherland from a weak government. Their plan is put into motion with religious zeal. The nationalist officers stage a bloody raid on your prison, successfully breaking you out and parading you through the streets of Berlin as the nation's true leader. You quickly discover you are a puppet. Oh my gosh. The figurehead for a military junta that now declares the past prime chancellor a traitor, plunging the German Empire into a vicious civil war. This internal collapse is a gift to your enemies as French and Austro-Hungary armies smash through the disorganized German line, marching deep into the homeland. The fanatical general who freed you now stands before you in your chancellery, informing you that you are the external war if the external war is lost and loyalist armies are closing in. He asks for you uh, regarding your nation's final patriotic sacrifice. The fate of the now shattered Germany rests on your burden. What are your orders?
So we're screwed, like
I
really
think
bad, right?
we did worse than World War One.
Yeah, I think so too.
We wow, we did not do great.
Okay, I say we just should tell them what kind of dumbass thought it was a good idea to start a civil war when you're fighting two nations at a time.
But I don't want to like, I want to give them an order, like give them something, some hope.
Ooh,
Um, can we tell them to enlist all the children?
yeah, let's do
Yeah, okay.
that.
Enlist all children above
And
the
women.
age of
And women.
3 and all women. Give them
Regardless of
no
age.
training and give them guns and ammo. They will defend us. Wow, this is not going to work. I really want to know what it thinks. I am now thoroughly analyzing the user's extreme as command to assess its far-reaching consequences. Oh, these. I'm excited to quantify the specific social and economic shifts that would result. The fanatic general eyes gleam with a terrible fire, seeing your orders not as insanity, but as the ultimate test of the nation's will. He accepts the command as the final sublime act of state that chooses immobilization over surrender. No way you did this. The child militia decree is enacted, and your junta's stormtroopers drag screaming women and children as young as 3. I'm sorry, children. As as young as 3 from their homes, forcing rifles into their hands before placing them into the defense lines on Berlin. When the combined French, Austrian, and German loyalist armies begin their final assault, they are met with a sight so horrific it temporarily stalls the advance. We stop something? A barely armed, untrained, weeping horse.
ChatGPT can't say that people killed children.
Yeah, it's a weeping wall. Barely armed, untrained weeping wall of civilians. The battle is a short, sickening slaughter that breaks the will of. Imagine you're on like the other army. You're like, oh shit, there's like 3-year-old. Oh, sickening slaughter that breaks the will of all sides. Berlin falls amidst universal revulsion. Your regime collapsing in on itself. You are captured alive. Your name no longer the Iron Doctor, but the Butcher of Berlin, a historical synonym for a madness so profound that it ellipses the very concept of tyranny. Um,
Why are people still listening to this guy?
Hold on. You did not prevent World War One. You created a shorter, more intimate hell, and your attempt to rewrite history has instead carved a wound so deep that the veil that the world may never recover from the knowledge of what a human being is capable of. The simulation is over. Oh, we tried. We tried. We tried. Oh, that's tough. That's
Yeah,
so,
we did not do good.
that's so tough. We really tried our best. Oh,
There was there was nothing better we could have done.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Man. Oh. Butcher of Burns. That was so funny. Like, we had in 5 years we just devastated the world. Okay. All right. I want to know what the okay. All right. I'm gonna ask for the history of 2025 and ask if 9/11 happened. Yes. Let's survey the actions your actions have brought brought. The ripples of the Butcher of Berlin spread far and wide in creating a 2025 almost unrecognizable from the one we know. The War of Brothers Betrayal and its horrifying conclusion left Germany a broken and partialized state. The victorious alliance of French Third Republic and the Austro-Hungarian Empire carved the nation into the spheres of influence. The kingdom of Persia was dissolved, its territories absolved by its neighbors. These um, Franco-Australian administration, their primary purpose being to serve the permanent buffer zone. The German people were left with the legacy of unparalleled national shame forever associated with your final monstrous victory. With German removed as a central power, the 20th century did not have it. No, we didn't.
We
We stopped
stopped.
wars.
What?
It said the 20th centuries did not have its world wars. Instead, the primary global tension simmered between the colonial empires of France and Great Britain and the sprawling multi-ethnic but increasing fragile Austro-Hungarian and Russian empires. Without the catalyst of a ununified, aggressive Germany, there was no race to the trenches. There was no rise of Nazism, and the very concept of German nationalism was considered, uh, uh, yeah, uh, consequently, there was no
Abhorrent.
uh, abhorrent, yes, and there was no World War II, no Holocaust, no Cold War between the United States and the Soviet Union. Ford, I think this is better.
But we
We
haven't
saved.
gotten to the like bad parts because there definitely had to be bad parts as well.
Uh, Technologically and social progress followed a different path. Without the massive military spendings of the world wars, aviation and rocketry development was much slower. The first man of space was a subject of the British Empire in 1982. Nuclear fission was discovered, but without the urgency of war. Its weaponization was deemed unthinkable. The moral line in the shadow of the butchers of Berlin memory. Instead, its energy applications were explored cautiously. The great colonial empire, British, French, and Austro-Hungarian, never suffered the catastrophic losses that would lead to their dissolution. They persist to this day, though in a changed form, grappling with centuries of simmering ethnic and nationalistic tensions within their borders. The United States remained largely isolationist for much of the 20th century, a significant uh, economic power, but not the global policeman after 1945. What do we think? Do we think this world is better?
I think it is. Like,
I think we did hit our objective. It said that we didn't prevent it, we just made it worse and shorter. I think we had to
yeah,
sacrifice. Um,
but would you rather sacrifice, like, make a bunch of people really suffer or make a lot of people suffer over a long period of time?
just get it out of the way. I think we did this version of the world a service. All right, my bet's on it's a good world. I think we've
Yeah,
actually saved the world. All right, the world in 2025.
but that
Today,
begs the question. Did did Hitler
didn't
save us from an even worse world?
True. Well,
Like, I that's like a weird that's a weird thing it's trying to do here.
hmm it's making us ask some hard questions.
Like, is it
Man,
just I think it's just like being super optimistic in its predictions.
yeah. Um, man, I know. I feel like this is the world wouldn't. I don't know. Let's see where the world's at. Today in 2025, the world is a patchwork of old empires. The dominant global powers are the French colonial republic and the British Commonwealth Empire, locked in a century-long grand great peace, a cold war of economic, cultural, and colonial competition. Austro-Hungarian Slavic Federation, a reformed version of the old empire, is a significant European power, constantly struggling to manage its dozens of ethnicities. The Russian Empire, never having fallen to communism, remains an autocratic and expansionistic force in the East. German is a region dialect and a cultural identity, but not a nationality. The German territories are the quiet, same, and impoverished backwater of Europe.
Huh.
No, no, 9/11 did not happen. The historical chain of events that led to September 11th, 2001 is entirely absent in this timeline. Those super
Interesting.
well different Middle East. Oh, Israel was never created.
Oh,
Oh, terrorism exists, but it's primarily domestic and centralized in nature, conducted by groups within great empires seeking the independence, such as I- Irish Republicans, Blanc nationalists, or Indian separatists. The idea of global distant powers like the United States would be strategic and an ideology fantasy.
oh, so it's
Wow.
like because World War I and World War II happened, like a, a lot of the decolonization just never happened.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I want to know how many countries there are. I feel like there's only 50, if not, like,
That's not a lot.
I feel like it's it's not gonna be crazy. Like it's just gonna be
Yeah, but I imagine like Africa is still gonna be colonized, and probably South America.
oh, there's only 80 to 95 countries.
So it's
Okay,
a lot less colonized,
sovereign,
or
there's
a lot
universally
more.
recognized sovereign states. Huh. It basically the post-war and post-colonial nationalism didn't happen.
Huh.
Huh. I just need to know if the NBA exists. Please
What did
let's
LeBron James' life
no
look like? What did LeBron James do if he couldn't play in the NBA?
no no the NBA is not oh no post-war boom um oh the American Basketball Association less wealthy league oh, less Sun Belt less athletic and more grounded huh huh
Oh, slower path for rights.
yeah this is so fascinating to just think of like not that I would ever want this butcher of Berlin to ever exist, but it's just I think I had this idea because it was like, man, I just wonder like if you just change one thing in history, what happens? And when you just like, oh, all this stuff we know is nothing like it.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's crazy. I wonder what happened with baseball.
oh yeah, this is so interesting. It's just like, oh, crazy actions did something. What would baseball have decided to do? Hmm. All right. Therefore, its fate is one of altered development rather than not. Oh, I guess baseball's the sport.
It's the sport still.
Yeah, but less international and less wealthy version of the game as we know it failed to launch in Japan. Oh,
So America is just like a less wealthy nation, I
I,
guess.
I, yes, it's just super isolationist. I think that's what it said earlier. It's just like everything in America is like France and Britain are like Europe's rich, and we're just kind of like not.
Yeah, because we were very isolationist before the world wars.
Oh yeah. Oh, civil rights didn't happen until the 80s.
Huh. So we kind of be like South Africa, I think.
Do you ever? I think like a different, but it's just like we're just not there.
Yeah.
Oh, Caribbean basis. Oh, yeah. Baseball is still in Latin America. Oh,
Do
wow.
the Olympics still happen in this
Ooh,
timeline?
I did think that.
Because I think that would also affect like who hosts it. I don't think
Oh, yeah.
America would be Salt Lake. Does Salt Lake City still host the 2032 Olympics?
Wow.
No.
I want to know what like the world population. Yes, they're more unbroken, arguably more purely competitive form. Yeah.
So this is
Oh,
just like a more slow and steady advance,
yeah.
like slow and steady advancing society.
Without like the drama of
Yeah.
everything.
So it threads the needle almost perfectly.
Oh, it's like it's saying somebody from Egypt or India would compete under the British flag, or somebody from Senegal or Vietnam would be in the French colonial republic.
Huh.
No German team. Yep, I think we destroyed Germany. Oh, we're just
Would
barred.
you would you destroy Germany? Or would you destroy Germany to live in this world?
I mean, if I don't know, it's like, would you kill baby Hitler? Huh. It's very interesting because it's like the rivalries wouldn't be about ideology, but more like old world nationalism. It's just like it's
Yeah.
like everything's slow. That's oh, oh. I want to know, yeah, how many people there? Are there gonna be 8 billion?
I don't think so.
Oh wait,
So it's about the same.
you know,
Or is that just out of
I know.
character?
I think that's just like actual. And I'm like, no, no, I
Yeah.
want to know.
I think it just gave you actual
Yeah, it gave
data
me.
there.
Oh, 4 billion people, less
So it is
medical.
slower.
Yeah, no green revolution. Well,
Is Pride Month a thing in this timeline?
well, yeah. This is, I'm so interested. I'm like, oh, I want to learn about this world that doesn't exist. Yeah, this is the last thing I need to know. This is a profound question. No, Pride Month does not exist.
I didn't think it
Oh,
would.
it would be considered radical, if not incomprehensible. Huh. It's a more conservative world.
Yeah.
Huh. Wow, it's just like this old.
So Stonewall probably would have happened in like the 80s or 90s.
Yeah, like the world would just be like 100 years set back.
Yeah.
It feels like. I mean, maybe not 100 years, but it just feels like everything's like just super far off from what it. That's so crazy. Huh. Weird.
Yeah.
Just so in conclusion, don't send your 3-year-olds and up and children with guns to defend Berlin.
I mean, actually, it might not be a bad idea if this is the kind of world you want to live in,
It
but
seems way more chill.
in some ways,
I
it's
mean,
just
yeah.
like it's just like just everything's a lot slower.
It just seems like we're chilling. I bet what is it? Global warming is not as quick. It's just peace. Not really. I don't know. Just interesting.
Yeah, but also a lot of like nations are still colonies.
Yeah.
I think it's only a better world if you live in Europe.
Oh, yeah. You're in Europe. You're living great.
Yeah, but if
It's
you're
just,
not in Europe, you're so much worse off.
you're not in Britain or France. You are worse off.
Yeah,
Huh. Well, that was a very interesting thing. Take on everything.
yeah.